Joy Papaya Sun SPF 50. Joy beautiful by nature. Real fruits bata baneko real juice. त्यसैले त real juice real हुने. नयाँ good night flash अरु liquid vaporizer भन्दा 2 गुना बढी प्रभावशाली. गोर्खा Eco Panel. मेरो घर गोर्खा Eco Panel को भर.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Good evening. I am April Agising Lama and these are the headlines of the hour. CPN-UML General Secretary blames former king for Friday's violent protests. Parliamentary committee directs prosecution of culprits. 41 people, including Rabindra and Dhawal, detained. Political parties serious about reopening parliament focus on accusations. Ruling party accuses the opposition of anti-republicanism. Race to find survivors as death toll hits 1,700. Fresh tremors with a magnitude of 5.1 complicate rescue efforts. And Butwal Lumbini and Dhapa Football Club play goalless draw in the NSL. Captain Eric Vista of Butwal Lumbini receives a red card and exits the field. Welcome back. CPN-UML General Secretary Sankar Pokhrel has alleged that former King Gyanendra Shah was behind the violent events in Kathmandu. While inspecting Kantipur television today, Pokhrel said that pro-monarchist groups had attacked private properties and commercial buildings, including media houses, as part of a conspiracy to weaken democracy. He condemned such criminal acts as unforgivable.
पहिले आफैले तोकेको घोषणा गरेको कमिटी भन्दा विशेष प्रकारको प्रबन्ध गर्ने खालको कुरा जन कमान्डर भन्नु त्यो पनि निर्मल निवासमा भेटघाट पछाडि दिएको विशेष जिम्माका रूपमा मात्र बाहिर आएकै छ। त्यस अर्थमा चाहिँ जे घटना घट्यो त्यसको जिम्मेवारी त पूर्व राजा ज्ञानेन्द्र स्वयं आफैले लिनुपर्छ र त्यसका बारेमा पूर्व राजा ज्ञानेन्द्रको दृष्टिकोण के हो भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ बाहिर आउनु पर्ने थियो। यदि उनी साँच्चै लोकतन्त्रमाथि विश्वास गर्दछन् भने त उनले त त्यसको बारेमा त स्पष्ट पार्नु पर्दथ्यो।
Pokhrel stated that unrest in Tinkune area has sent a clear message to the younger generation about actions of the pro-monarchist groups. He also emphasized the need for pro-democracy supporters to unite.
नभएको पक्षमाथि नै नियोजित आक्रमण भनेको चाहिँ लोकतन्त्रमाथिको आक्रमण गरेको हेर्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा लाग्छ। खास गरी मिडियामाथिको आक्रमण भनेको लोकतन्त्रलाई कमजोर बनाउने योजनाबद्ध एउटा षड्यन्त्रका रूपमा यसलाई लिनुपर्छ। अर्कोतिर लोकतन्त्रको आधार स्तम्भ भने राजनीतिक दल हो। राजनीतिक दलको कार्यालयलाई टार्गेट गर्ने कुरा त्यो पनि नियोजित देखिन्छ।
He said that political parties recognize Kantipur's role in supporting democracy and press freedom. He also pledged to pressure the government to ensure the safety of journalists and media professionals. Now, the parliamentary committee has directed the government to investigate the incidents that occurred during the pro-monarchist demonstration in Tinkune, Kathmandu on Friday and bring those involved to justice. The Education, Health and Information Technology Committee of the House of Representatives, in its meeting held today at Singha Darbar, directed the government to investigate the incidents of arson, vandalism and looting that occurred during the royalist demonstration and bring those involved to justice. The committee also directed the government to take action against those involved in the incident and to maintain a tight security management in a timely manner to prevent such incidents from recurring.
छानबिन गरी संलग्न जोसुकैलाई पनि कानुनी दायरामा ल्याई हदैसम्मको कारबाही गर्न र यस प्रकारका घटनाहरू पुनः दोहोरिन नदिन समयमै त्यस्ता गतिविधि नियन्त्रण गर्ने गरी सुरक्षा व्यवस्था चुस्त दुरुस्त राखी तयारी अवस्थामा रहन यो समिति सरकारलाई निर्देशन गर्दछ।
Thapa also directed the government to remain prepared to control potential incidents immediately, including security precautions. Now, in connection with the violent protest under the guise of restoring monarchy, Senior Deputy Chair of Rashtriya Prajatantra Party, Rabindra Mishra, and General Secretary Thawal Samshar Rana have been remanded to custody for 5 days. They were arrested by the police on Friday in relation to their alleged involvement in a journalist's life-threatening incident as well as arson at a private residence and a media house. They were presented before the district court in Kathmandu on Sunday, facing charges of organized crime, anti-state offences and criminal unrest. Judge Tara Bedi Maharjan's bench approved the remand of Mishra, Rana and 41 other individuals for further investigation. Over 100 people were arrested, and after gathering details and information, the police decided to press charges against 41 individuals. Among the detained are RPP leaders Mishra, Rana and 9 others who are being investigated for organized crime, anti-state activities and criminal unrest, while 30 others are being investigated only for criminal unrest. The police are still searching for other suspects who remain at large. According to Chief of Kathmandu District Police, Biswa Adhikari, the perpetrators of the violence will not escape justice, as the police have been instructed to crack down on those who violated the law. 9 individuals involved in looting at the Bhat Patini supermarket have also been apprehended. The Criminal Investigation Bureau has stated that investigations are underway based on images and videos of those involved in the looting and arson at private homes and media outlets. Authorities are also actively searching for Durga Prasai, who is still at large. A special police team has been deployed to bring all individuals involved in violent crimes under the guise of protests to justice. The police also have the authority to detain those arrested for up to 60 days for further investigation. Today, the Federal Parliament repeatedly issued notices, ultimately adjourning until tomorrow. The House could not function due to obstruction from the main opposition and other opposition parties. They remained firm in their demand for the Prime Minister's response regarding the government's removal of Kulman Gising, Managing Director of the Nepal Electricity Authority. The parties not appearing serious about opening the House were focused on mutual accusations. Parties who gathered for an all-party discussion on recent developments displayed impractical behavior inside the House.
The Federal Parliament meeting has been obstructed since March 26th, maintaining their stance of not allowing the House to function until the Prime Minister answers. The opposition reiterated the same position in Sunday's meeting. When the opposition protested, ruling party lawmakers also joined in the commotion. Ruling party lawmakers were also protesting, stating that they needed to discuss the activities conducted by pro-monarch groups in the name of the movement on March 28th and the resulting situation. Ruling party lawmakers even accused the opposition parties of becoming allies of anti-republican forces. After the recent activities in the name of the movement, the House should have moved forward smoothly. However, the parties did not seem serious about addressing the problem.
बाहिर गणतन्त्रका पक्षमा भनेर नाराबाजी लाउने, संसदमा गणतन्त्रका विरुद्धमा ढुङ्गा हान्नेहरूसँग कुम जोडेर अनि संविधान बमोजिम यो हाउस चल्न नदिने, माओवादी केन्द्रको उसको राजनीति प्रतिबद्धता के हो देखाउँदा एउटा भन्ने भित्र अर्को, त्यसकारणले गर्दा यो गम्भीर प्रश्न सिर्जना भएको छ।
गृहमन्त्रीलाई जवाब दिनलाई विपक्षीले बोलाउनु पर्दैन त। अनि कुलमानजीको प्रकरणमा भोलिलाई शेड्युल छँदै थियो त। आज कुलमानजीको विषयलाई प्रधान हो कि चैत्र 15 को विषयमा गृहमन्त्रीलाई जवाब दिन लाउने प्रधान हो। प्रतिपक्षले प्रतिपक्षको भूमिका गरेर हामीलाई जवाब चाहियो चैत्र 15 को सन्दर्भमा, हामी अहिले कुलमानको विषयमा भोलि पर्खिन्छौँ भन्न सकिन्न थियो, गल्ती भएको छ।
Even after assurances that the Prime Minister would respond in Monday's meeting, the opposition continued their stance, saying that the head of the government should come and answer on their own initiative, not because they demanded it.
यी सबै पछिल्ला जे अराजकता उच्छृङ्खलता र व्यवस्थाका विरुद्धमा जे प्रकारका लुटपाटहरू मचाइयो मान्छेहरूलाई थुनेर आगो लाएर हत्या गर्ने जे स्थिति सृजना भयो यी सबैका बारेमा प्रधानमन्त्री त आज हामीले नबोलाए नि आउनु पर्थ्यो आउनु भएन त्यसकारण त्यही कुरा हामीले भित्र सभामुख र सत्तापक्षलाई पनि भन्यौँ र संसदमा पनि त्यही कुरा भन्यौँ
यस्तो जटिल अवस्थामा पनि सम्माननीय प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यू आफ्नै हटमा ढिपीमा कायम हुनुहुन्छ र सदनप्रति जवाफदेही हुनुको सट्टामा बाहिर खुला स्टेटमेन्ट दिँदै गर्दाखेरि प्रतिपक्षको हुर्मत लिनुहुन्छ सदनको हुर्मत लिनुहुन्छ र सदनमा चाहिँ उपस्थित हुनुहुन्न त्यसकारण प्रतिपक्षले आज पनि उहाँको उपस्थितिको माग गरेको हो
Dissatisfaction has increased because political parties are not serious. Even in such a situation, the way the House was held hostage is inappropriate.
Now, Tribhuvan University Vice-Chancellor Kesar Jung Baral has resigned due to political pressure. Appointed on February 22, 2024, with a vision to eliminate political interference and enhance educational quality, Baral faced persistent challenges due to non-cooperation from the government, faculty, staff and students. His resignation has deepened uncertainty and heightened political tensions within the university.
In a recent university assembly, Vice-Chancellor Professor Dr. Kesar Jung Baral, after facing increased pressure from political factions, revealed that he began experiencing a lack of cooperation from the government after the Prime Minister's directive halted certain policies and programs. Following his recommendation of qualified academic professionals for positions like registrar and dean, Baral's merit-based approach to appointments was met with strong resistance from political interest groups. Despite his stance to appoint deans, directors and campus chiefs based on merit, Baral faced growing opposition from the government, ruling party and faculty organizations. Eventually, under immense pressure from political parties and leaders, Baral had also encountered intense pressure when university staff members demanded internal competition as a basis for permanent appointments in contradiction to a court order that had ruled against it. This ongoing political interference and the pressure to make appointments based on political loyalty rather than merit led to an environment where Baral could no longer maintain his commitment to hiring new, qualified staff. As a result, Vice-Chancellor Kesar Jung Baral tendered his resignation.
सारा किसिमका विकृति यसबाट म त्रिभुवन विश्वविद्यालयलाई बाहिर निकाल्छु सुधार्छु यहाँ भइरहेको यो काखा र पाखा यस्ता चीजहरु पनि म चाहिँ पुरै निर्मूल गर्छु र एउटा विशुद्ध वैज्ञानिक शिक्षा दिने गरी एउटा प्राज्ञिक थलोको रूपमा त्रिभुवन विश्वविद्यालयलाई म अघि बढाउँछु भन्ने उहाँको सोच थियो अब आन्तरिक प्रक्रियाबाट त्यसरी प्राध्यापकहरूलाई स्थायी गर्न लाग्दाखेरि अदालतको मानहानि हुने उहाँलाई चिन्ता भयो अब त्यो नगर्दाखेरि प्राध्यापकहरू आउने भए घेर्ने भए वक्तव्यबाजी गर्ने भए त्यो कुराबाट उहाँ तनावमा हुनुहुन्थ्यो भन्ने चाहिँ मलाई लाग्छ
13 months ago, Baral was appointed as Vice-Chancellor of Tribhuvan University through an open competition with a clear plan to reform higher education, promote scientific research, and restructure the university. His vision included implementing the academic calendar, conducting timely exams, publishing results promptly, and designing curriculum aligned with labor market demands. He also aimed to reduce the number of students going abroad for higher studies. Having previously led Pokhara University, Baral faced resistance not only from teachers, staff and students, but also from political interest groups and the government. This intense interference ultimately forced him to step down. The extent of this intervention has left the plans for higher education reform, which were developed under his leadership, incomplete and has significantly affected both academic and administrative functions at Tribhuvan University.
उहाँ आफै नहुँदाको स्थितिमा शैक्षिक तथा प्रशासनिक दैनिक दिनचर्या नै प्रभावित हुन्छ समस्या त परि नै हाल्छ किनभने उहाँ आफै सम्पूर्ण प्रब्लमहरुको सोलुसन उहाँले दिनुपर्ने हुन्छ उहाँ आफै नभएपछि त स्वाभाविक पर्छ
Political interference has weakened the university, causing the goal of educational reform to remain unmet while more students go abroad each year. If political pressure continues, the prospects for meaningful reforms in higher education will remain uncertain.
It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. But before that, let's take a look at yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you what measures should be taken to prevent budget allocation for projects that will not be completed. 29% voted for A, follow standards, 12% voted for B, ensure resources, 59% voted for C, resist political pressure. Now here's today's question. What led to the resignation of the Vice-Chancellor of Tribhuvan University within a year of his tenure? Your options are A, lack of support from the Prime Minister, B, political pressure, or C, inability to perform. The voting is on. Tap an EWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It is time now for a short break. We have more news coming up. Hilly regions have emptied as migration for employment, education, health and other amenities have increased. Khotang and Taplejung are key districts witnessing high migration. Khotang's population declined from 206,312 in the Nepali year of 2068 to 157,298 in the Nepali year of 2078. As people move to cities for opportunities, Kantipur, the country's smallest district with 119 square kilometers, witnesses the highest influx. Now, in our Public Voice segment, we have asked in several provinces what can be done to prevent the increasing migration from rural areas. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
गाउँमै रोजगारी हुने कार्यक्रमहरू भयो भने बसाइसराई रोक्न सकिन्छ।
ग्रामीण क्षेत्रमै शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य र रोजगारी यो तीनवटा चीजलाई चाहिँ व्यवस्थित गर्न सकियो भने केही हदसम्म रोक्न सकिन्छ।
छरछिमेकी छैनन्, बुढाबुढी मात्रै क्यारी बस्छन् त नि।
कृषि क्षेत्रलाई व्यवस्थितकरण गरेपछि गाउँमा नै बजारीकरणको व्यवस्था मिलाइदियो भने लगभग मान्छेहरू बस्छन् कि।
पूर्वाधारको सुनिश्चितता गर्ने, विकासको सुनिश्चितता गर्ने र चाहिँ नेपाल सरकारले प्रदान गर्ने विभिन्न किसिमका नागरिकलाई अपरिहार्य सुविधाहरू पनि प्रदान गर्यो भने यो सम्भव छ।
आय आर्जनमूलक कार्यक्रमहरू चाहिँ समावेश गर्ने हो भने यसलाई रोकथाम गर्न चाहिँ यो सहज हुने देख्दैछु म। राज्यले अलि तल्लो समाजको तल्लो तहसम्म नीति तथा कार्यक्रम चाहिँ जोरदार रूपमा लैजानको लागि चाहिँ उसले ठुलो भूमिका खेल्न पर्छ।
सुख सुविधाहरू पायो भने गाउँको मान्छेहरू चाहिँ अवसर पायो भने गाउँको मान्छे चाहिँ कसै सर्दैन।
स्वास्थ्य, शिक्षा, यातायात, खानेपानीको सुविधालाई थप व्यवस्थित गर्न सक्यो भने
गुणस्तरीय शिक्षा, प्राविधिक शिक्षा गाउँमा लगेर कृषि उत्पादनमा विशेष फोकस दिनुपर्छ।
कृषकहरूलाई त्यहाँका चाहिँ स्रोत साधनलाई परिचालन गर्ने खालको कार्यक्रम नीति तथा बजेटको व्यवस्थापन गर्न सकियो भने।
Sports news.
Butwal Lumini Football Club and Jhapa Football Club shared points after playing a goalless draw in the Nepal Super League NSL. Jhapa attacked continuously in the first half but could not score. Jhapa made half a dozen saves. Butwal captain Eric Bista had to leave the field in the 70th minute of the match after receiving a double yellow card and a red card. With this, he is set to miss the match against Thangari City Football Club. The second consecutive match in NSL 2025 ended in a draw. In the opening match, two former champions, Lalitpur City Football Club and Kathmandu Rangers, drew 2-2. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.